I missed the biggest trade of the month. The big trade that I missed out on yesterday was terrible. I mean, it was just disappointing because I had been waiting for hours, not hours, but a few hours, about 3 hours for that trade to set up. And that trade was buys on US30 yesterday. I'm sure you guys all saw the big pump up from US30 or Dow Jones. It was a huge trade, and I was planning on it. I was waiting for it. I had it set up, marked up, ready to go. But my daughter was crying. I had an appointment, so I hopped in the shower. I was trying to get ready, and as soon as I hopped out of the shower, 11 o'clock. It was 11 o'clock, and the trade took off from there. Absolutely took off. There's no chance of getting in. It would have been a really bad entry. That would not have been a good idea. I would have been chasing price and all that, but I missed out on it. All my students were expecting me to take it. They took it, and I just let it go. So let's jump to the charts and show you what I was looking at. Okay, that was annoying. I just recorded this entire video without audio, and I didn't realize it until afterwards. But anyway, let's jump to it. So here on US30 on the 4-hour chart, when I came to the chart, we were right here on this candle right there. If you can see it, right, that bearish candle right there. That's where we were trading when I came to the charts, and I realized that we were above this major key level where we had multiple points of rejection here, even a small rejection there and here. So I knew that this was a good level to trade off of, and I saw that we had a lot of potential because we could take it to this level here where we had multiple 4-hour rejections at this same level. So I knew that there was a potential for a pretty large trade on, for the day. And I knew that it was probably going to turn into a swing or a long intraday trade. So we jumped down to the 1 hour and we can see that this level had multiple rejections. I mean, one rejection here, this long dig down. You can call it a liquidity grab or a fake out or whatever. And then more rejections there, and then this candle was really when I started to pay attention, and it's dead stopped. It was a strong full bearish candle that stopped right at the level. So I said, okay, we still have to see, because that's a lot of momentum coming down into the level. So then another hour passed, and we saw this doji candle close right again at the level, not really moving anywhere. And that's when I told the group, my students, excuse me, I'm choking on food, that we are going to be looking for, I'm going to be looking for this level to hold and take the buys on this if the level holds. And here you can see here where right here where I had it out. I said we had one rejection. We said waiting to see if US30 holds this level for buys. So far, 1 hour candle rejected, and yeah. So this candle started to push under it. So I said, okay, we have to see, gotta wait and see how this candle closes. I still had faith in it because this candle had dug below it, and this one had too, and still rejected it. So I said this can easily reject it, but we have to wait and see and wait for this candle to close. It eventually closed, rejected with a lot of slowed momentum. So I said, okay, now that candle is closed. But when this candle closed, or actually it was this candle that I saw close, to be honest. I saw this candle close, and this candle was still open, and by that time I was having to get ready to head out to an appointment. My daughter was crying. I had to hop in the shower. I had to go get ready to drop her off at at grandma's, and I just got busy. As soon as I got out of the shower, it was 11 o'clock. It was 11 o'clock, and the market, it opened and took off, right? You can go to lower time frame and see how quickly it took off, right? 3-minute candles that were, or excuse me, not 11 o'clock, 11:30. It was 11:30. I saw the market when it was up here. Excuse me. When I came back and I got out of the shower, the market was right around here. It was right around here. And it was too late. It was just too late. And I said, okay, maybe there's this level that I can be able to trade off of. It did come back, but at that point I was already heading out to my appointment. I didn't want to hop into the trade. I just didn't want to, right? And then I was expecting when I was getting ready, when I was looking up the trade, when I was hawking the trade or setting up for it, I expected for it to first come here. I was expecting for it to come here and have a reaction here. But because this level was so big, this is such a large key level, I knew that it would most likely, not for sure, but most likely push beyond this level and move into the next major key level. And but I anticipated that if I maybe got an entry like right around here, then I'd be able to get a nice risk to reward at minimum to here. And if it broke through, I'd be able to get and even, double that risk to reward there, right? But the reality is, if I had been on the charts, I would have taken it there. I would have taken it there, and my risk to reward would have, been most likely about that. I would have looked at the 15-minute chart for sure, and I may have even taken it here, being aggressive, right? That's where I most likely would have taken it, more than likely, right? I like to be aggressive on my trades. Every now and again it doesn't work out, but that would have been that's what that would have looked like. And I knew that this was most likely going to be a long intraday trade or a potential swing, because I was going to wait for it to hit this next major key level, and this would not have deterred me because of how strong this key level was, right? Because of these major swing points that were created, and we had points, major points of rejection right here and right here. And that's what prompted me to look for this trade, but I missed it. And there's what can I do? There's not a lot I can do, right? It is what it is. The reality is that's a part of trading, because this market is so easily accessible and you can make an unlimited amount of money, in this market. It's very easy to understand that it's very easy to see how things can happen. Brokers can, freeze up. Slippage can happen. All this, crazy kind of stuff. It doesn't really happen that well. It can happen in futures as well, but in Forex, it's more prone to happening because of the way liquidity is provided to brokers and so on and so forth. But anyway, just the simple fact that this market is so easily accessible, stuff happens, right? And this isn't going to be the only time. Now, I learned my lesson. I'm going to be on top of it more. Some of my students took it. I didn't even get the chance to take it. And even though even though, you know, it happened, I can't say that it'll never happen again, because life happens, right? For me, it was just simply life, getting distracted. You know, I can't like try to blame it on my baby daughter. Like, that doesn't make any sense. But you know, it's my fault. I'm gonna try my hardest to make sure that kind of stuff don't happen again. But the reality is, it can happen again, and that's just a part of life, and that's a part of trading. I'm moving on. We moved on today. We had some cool setups today, and that's how it is. But with that being said, if you want to learn how to not make the kind of dumb mistakes that I just made yesterday, go ahead and check out the link description below for the TSA live trading sessions every day, Monday through Friday. Sometimes we don't trade on Friday, but most of the time we do. We'll definitely be trading this Friday, since I missed a couple of setups this week. But overall, I'm pretty happy with my results for the year. I'm up over 100% on my account, and I'm teaching everyone else how to do what I'm doing. And it's been a long road. It's been a long journey getting here. But sometimes stuff happens. So I appreciate you guys for checking out this video, and we will see you in the next one. Peace.